welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to explain about Li-Fi, the differences between Li-Fi and Wi-Fi. So first we'll talk about Wi-Fi. What is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi, we know this word very well because we use it in our day-to-day life for watching series, movies, in OTT platforms and downloading movies and etc. So now we'll talk about Li-Fi. Many of you may have heard about the word Li-Fi, but many of you may not know how Li-Fi works. So I'm here to tell you how Li-Fi works. So first of all, Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity, whereas Li-Fi means light fidelity. So why Li-Fi works faster than Wi-Fi and how can you communicate using light? So stay tuned because I'm going to explain everything about this. In 1992, an Australian astronomer named James O'Sullivan has invented Wi-Fi, which actually came from a failed experiment of black holes. So this is James O'Sullivan and his colleagues who have done experiment of black holes. We use Wi-Fi for many different purposes and we can't live without it. Now, Li-Fi. Li-Fi is introduced by Hurl as in 2011. He gave a demo in which he said that light can also be used for communication because it is a part of electromagnetic spectrum. So, electromagnetic spectrum looks something like this. Now, it consists of communication such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc., which has limit up to 300 GHz. All of the above communications uses radio frequencies waves. If we consider light, it has a frequency up to 800 terahertz. If we consider light frequency to radio frequency, it is 10,000 times faster and better. That is what Hurl was proposing in 2011, that light can be used for communications and gave a demo. In the demo, he streamed an HD video using light. So, how is it done? When we switch on light, it flickers several times in a second, which we can't see with our naked eye but can feel it. And he performed this experiment using LED lights. So they use flickering for transfer of data and communication. How is it possible? It is possible by using binary codes such as 00110000 and so. For example, when we operate a TV with remote control, it sends out a signal in binary format using infrared rays. So that is how we can change channels. Here it uses only single stream of data, considering the light uses parallel multiple data streams, and data streams will be much more faster in light wave communication. So Li-Fi doesn't use radio frequency but it uses infrared frequencies. If we briefly look into the demonstration, they have given a connector in which we can plug Ethernet and attach it to the ceiling along with light. So now whatever data we are streaming transfers through light. For example, if I want to open a browser, first information will be sent to light. Now what happens is that light flickers several times in a second and binary code transfers through the light and converts into digital output, which is done using a receiver. The job of the receiver here is to convert binary code into digital output, and that receiver is connected to our device by the means of USB dongle. So whatever we are browsing in the computer gets displayed on the screen. But there is a drawback, that is interference of other light sources. For example, another light or sun interfering with the information from the source. And the problem is solved using a device. The device which digitizes the information provided by the flickering source and eliminates all the other light sources around it. So for example, I'm using light 1 and light 2 is interfering in between. The device ignores it and collects information only from light 1. In 2014, this device is demonstrated in MWC event, but it is still in initial stage and demonstrating stage, as they want to invent a chip instead of a device which can also be used in mobiles. But right now, Li-Fi is being used by connecting dongles to laptops or desktops. Recently, Oppo has filed a patent for a mobile which is having Li-Fi chip on it. So, this is the total information about Li-Fi. Why can't we use Li-Fi right now? Li-Fi uses light as energy source which cannot be switched off, but it can be overcome by dimming the lights. That is where IoT devices come in, and I will talk about IoT device in a separate video. The point is, light can't penetrate through walls or opaque objects, but Wi-Fi can penetrate through walls. So in this way, Li-Fi has its own disadvantages. But we can overcome this disadvantage by having LED lights fixed along with transmitter all over the ceilings. And this whole process is a bit risky. So that is why LiFi is still in developing stages. If this works out, LiFi will be cheaper than Wi-Fi. Right now, South Korea uses LiFi in their offices as there won't be any interference between person to person. Whereas when you take Wi-Fi, the speed may vary between person to person due to interference. And hence, LiFi is faster than Wi-Fi, but it is still in the initial stages. So this is the complete information about LiFi. Hope you like this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.